Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Die Hard Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model as I continue to play catch up. Today, I'll be doing a review on the JC Wings Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. I pre-ordered and purchased this model from Waffle Collectibles, whose store is based out of Riverside, California, here in the United States of America, and his website address is www.wafflecollectibles.com. But first, before I go into details about this particular aircraft model, allow me to share you some information about the history of Eva Air and how they came about, if you would please. Eva Air was incorporated and formally established on March 8, 1989, as the original name of the airline was to be called Evergreen Airways. However, that title name, Evergreen Airways, was deemed too similar to the unrelated Evergreen International Cargo Airline, and as a result, it was officially given a new name to what has become known to the world today as Eva Air or Eva Airways in October of that same year of 1989, and didn't actually begin flying until July 1st, 1991, when the airline officially commenced operations, and the airline's first destinations were Singapore, Bangkok, Thailand, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, Jakarta, Indonesia, Penang, Malaysia, and Seoul, Gimpo, while the airline's first European destination was Vienna, Austria, using a small fleet of Boeing 767-300ERs extended range jetliner aircraft. Eva Air is currently Taiwan's second largest operating airline after China Airlines, as Eva Air currently operates as a largely private-owned corporation, whereas the corporate headquarters of Eva Air is located in the Eva Air building, which is located in the Luzhu district section of Taiyuan City, Taiwan, while the airline's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Taipei Taiyuan International Airport, which is located approximately 25 miles west of Taipei, located in the Dayuan district section of Taiyuan City, Taiwan. And the focus city hubs of Eva Air are located at Bangkok Suvarnabhumi Airport, located in Bangkok, Thailand; Hong Kong International Airport, located in Hong Kong; Kaohsiung International Airport, located in the Shaojing district section of Kaohsiung, Taiwan; and Taipei Songshan Airport, located in the Songshan district section of Taipei, Taiwan. As of July 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Eva Air is considered the third safest airline in the world after Sydney-based Qantas and Auckland-based Air New Zealand respectively, with no hull losses, no accidents, nor fatalities since the airline's inception in 1989, as Eva Air currently flies to 62 destinations across Asia, Europe, North America, and Oceania, with an operating fleet of 87 aircraft, which includes 12 Boeing 787s, in which 4 of those are the Boeing 787-9s, including this one here, and the remaining 8 of those are the Boeing 787-10s. And in addition to the 87 aircraft that currently operates in Eva Air's fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 16 more aircraft, which includes 4 more Boeing 787-9s as well as 9 more Boeing 787-10s. And those aircraft, as we speak, are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery at the time of this video review posting. Also, as of July 2021, or at the time of this video review posting, Eva Air is one of 11 airline carriers, along with ANA All Nippon Airways, based out of Tokyo, Japan; Asiana Airlines, based out of Seoul, South Korea; Cathay Pacific, based out of Hong Kong; Garuda Indonesia, based out of Jakarta, Indonesia; Hainan Airlines, based out of Haikou, Hainan, China; Japan Airlines, based out of Tokyo, Japan; Korean Air, based out of Seoul, South Korea; Lufthansa, based out of Cologne, Germany; Qatar Airways, based out of Doha, Qatar; and Singapore Airlines, based out of Singapore, to hold this prestigious honor of operating as a certified 5-star airline carrier, according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine. Alright everyone, let's take a look at the front of the box here. You see the aircraft type at the top, the Dreamliner decal, the Eva Air billboard title, as well as the corporate logo. You also see the Star Alliance member as well as the Star Alliance logo, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, the Boeing official license pride decal, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model you see at the front of the box. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the box where you see the Eva Air billboard title here at the top, the airline's corporate logo, the Star Alliance member, as well as the Star Alliance decal. You see the specification concerning this aircraft, the length as well as the width of the aircraft, the warning information, and then there's some more specification there concerning this aircraft as well as the aircraft type. You can pause and read that if you like. In the meantime, I'm going to keep this moving. Alright, let's keep it moving. Alright, now you're looking at the top of the box where you see the aircraft type, the Eva Air billboard title, as well as the corporate logo, the Star Alliance member, sorry about that, the Star Alliance member, as well as the Star Alliance logo, as well as the 1/200 scale die-cast aircraft model information you see at the top of the box. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the same information at the top of the box I showed you earlier on, okay? Now I'm looking at this nice little metal model stand that actually came with the model, and at the bottom of the model stand you see the Eva Air billboard title, the corporate logo, the aircraft type, as well as the scale model information at the bottom of the model stand. Then we come up here at the top of the model stand, you see that black pattern on there, everyone. The sole purpose of this black pattern is not only to protect your model, but also prevent it from being damaged or scratched when you put your aircraft model on this particular model stand. Now you're looking at this plastic bag, and what you see in this plastic bag are the gear replacement doors, as well as the two little toothpicks that goes for these gear replacement doors. Please stay tuned as I go into detail for the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors on this particular aircraft model, okay? Alright, with all that information out of the way about the history of Eva Air and how they came about, with all the details here at the front of the box, as well as the information at the back of the box, plus the actual model stand that came with the model, plus the gear replacement doors inside of the plastic bag. With no further ado, everyone, here is the actual aircraft model. Check it out. There it is, everyone. The JC Wings Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft in their current livery scheme in a 1/200 scale model. Alright, allow me to share you some more information about the Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft and how it became a part of their fleet, and it's definitely becoming a game changer for this particular airline, okay? Eva Air officially became the 34th operator in the world of aviation that acquired this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Eva Air took delivery of the very first of 25 Boeing 787s, in which 8 of those were the Boeing 787-9s, and the remaining 20 of those were the Boeing 787-10s that Eva Air had placed orders for back on October 15, 2015, and received their very first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft, which bared the registration ship number Bravo-17881 at a special delivery ceremony that was held at the Boeing 787 Delivery Center facility, which is located in North Charleston, South Carolina, on September 30, 2018. Then was actually put into service nearly 2 weeks later on October 12, 2018, when it actually made its debut within the country of Taiwan, when it flew from Taipei to Songshan for flight certification purposes, giving the maintenance crews, the flight crews, and the ground staff personnel time to get familiar with the aircraft before the actual international flight launch. Then fast forward nearly 3 weeks later, and that's when Eva Air's first inaugural international flight on this aircraft actually took place, which was on November 1st, 2018, and that's when Eva Air officially began utilizing this aircraft on their Taipei to Hong Kong route, alternating with the Airbus A330-300s, as well as the Boeing 787-10s that's also utilized on this particular route, as the airline's entire fleet of Boeing 787-9s are currently based and operated out of the airline's main operating hub at Taipei Taiyuan International Airport. Eva Air originally ordered a total of 4 Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliners to add to their fleet. However, on September 1st, 2020, Eva Air decided to reshuffle its entire Boeing 787 fleet order when the airline decided to increase its total Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner order from 4 up to 8, and at the time of this video review posting, there are only 4 that are currently operating in service, while the remaining 4 are currently on back order and are awaiting delivery. as this particular aircraft is destined to become one of the airline's official flagship jetliners for the Taipei-based carrier, as Eva Air expects all 8 of their Boeing 787-9s to be fully operating in their fleet by the end of 2022. Alright, let's talk about the nice looking livery scheme you see on this aircraft. This is Eva Air's current livery scheme, in which the airline unveiled, along with its new corporate identity, on November 11, 2015, at the Bowen Delivery Center facility, which is located in Everett, Washington, the same day that Eva Air took delivery of its 22nd Boeing 777-300ER jetliner aircraft, which bears the registration ship number Bravo-16725, which became the first actual aircraft in the Eva Air fleet that actually began sporting this livery scheme, as the darker green tone, which is another characteristic that was taken from evergreen, combined with the orange wavy cheek line feature that actually emphasizes the Eva Air difference concept, which was intended to make sure that the carrier stands out as a globally respected airline, as well as keeping it consistent with its core identity as well as its core values, whereas the simplified tail design actually makes the compass, which is considered the airline's logo, the focal point for the Eva Air brand, while staying true to their commitment to provide a top quality service and safe flights at the same time, as this particular livery scheme actually became Eva Air's third livery scheme change since the airline was founded in 1989 as an affiliate of the global shipping company, the Evergreen Group. Alright everyone, with all that information out of the way about the this aircraft, how it came part of their fleet, which is becoming a game changer, as well as the livery scheme you see on this aircraft, with no further ado, allow me to show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's check it out. Alright, we're going to start at the front of the aircraft here on the port/left side, where you see the actual nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear doors featuring the partial registration ship number 81. You see the Peter tubes and the static ports, what have you. See the nose cone, the cockpit windows, as well as the windshield wipers. I'm going to give you a better visual view of those later on in the model review, so please stay tuned for that part. But more exciting, the decal that sits between the cockpit windows and the L1 entrance door right here, you see right there, that is the Star Alliance decal. And Eva Air joined the Star Alliance on June 18, 2013, which consists of 27 airline members from 5 inhabited continents, and this alliance includes Air Canada, Lufthansa, SAS Scandinavian Airlines System, Thai Airways International, and United Airlines as the 5 founding members. Now let's check at the Boeing Dreamliner decal that's displayed next to the L1 and the L2 doors, which will be about right here as well as right there. This particular state-of-the-art aircraft you're looking at was officially given the name Dreamliner sometime back in July 2003, after a public naming competition was held for the 787, in which this aircraft was originally named, and was officially given the name of this particular aircraft, the Boeing 787 Dreamliner aircraft, sometime in January 2005. Alright, we still at the front of the aircraft here, and you see that nice little big old 787 decal that sits at the front of the fuselage. This particular decal is only displayed on their Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. And then right below the windows is the registration ship number, Bravo-17881. Registration ship number Bravo-17881. This particular aircraft is the very first Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft that actually entered the Eva Air fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on September 21st, 2018, and was delivered to Eva Air on September 30th, 2018. The registration ship number is also displayed here at the back of the fuselage there as well. Alright, let's talk about the colors displayed at the lower part of the fuselage as well as part of the tail fin. The darker green color tones represent signifying durability, while the orange wavy cheek line colors represents technological innovations you see on the aircraft. Okay. Now you're looking at the center of the aircraft, where you see the Eva Air billboard title that sits above the windows. The name, whereas the name Eva was created from the first 2 letters of Evergreen combined with the first 3 letters of Airways. Okay. And then looking at the nice little landing gears here, including the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. But more importantly, you see the engine cones right here, the engine lip, and the sawtooth pattern on this engine. And the sole purpose of this sawtooth pattern is for noise reduction as well as improving fuel efficiency on this aircraft at the same time. Whereas these type of engines are called the General Electric Gen X-1B turbofan type engines that are used on this particular Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft. You also see the logo on the engine column there as well. Now I'm going to turn this aircraft model around, let you see the front of the engines, and the turbofan blades do spin. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring this engine stripe, better known as the air deflectors, and the turbofan blades over here spin. Let's check that out. Perfect. Awesome. And then you see the inboard landing lights right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears, which consist of the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the engines here on the starboard side, featuring the engine stripes, better known as the air deflectors over here, and the turbofan blades spin over here as well. Check this out. Perfect. And then you see the inboard landing light right there, as well as the front visual view of the landing bogey gears on this side of the aircraft that features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the nose cone, the nose gear doors, the nose gear lights inside of the nose gear doors, the nose gear struts, as well as the front visual view of the landing gears as well. Alright. Now looking at the curved wingtip device displayed on this side of the aircraft, featuring the red navigation light that's displayed on the edge of this curved wingtip device. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft here on the port side, and right below, right around the orange cheat line, you see the AFT boat bin door right there, and then there's the registration ship number. But the airline's logo, which is displayed on the tail fin of the aircraft, which is right here. This is the actual logo of Eva Air, which is a modified version of the Evergreen Group logo, which is actually called the Globe logo, as this particular logo is intended to represent stability and reliability, while its positioning on the corner edge of the tail fin of the aircraft actually represents service innovation. See that right there? Now you're looking at the back of the aircraft, and what you see is the APU exhaust hole, as well as the strobe light that sits next to the APU exhaust hole, as well as the entire aircraft from the rear view angle. Check it out. There it is, the Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft from the rear view angle. Now you're looking at the front of the aircraft here on the starboard side. We're going to start with the nose gears, the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on that nose gear door, 81, the pitot tubes and the static ports, the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the Star Alliance decal, the 787 decal, the registration ship number, the front cargo containing loading door, the Eva Air billboard title, the inboard landing lights right here on the edge of the wing, the General Electric Gen X-1B turbofan type engines featuring the logo, the engine lip, the sawtooth pattern, and the engine cone, as well as the better visual view of the landing bogey gears on this aircraft, which features the landing gear struts as well as the landing gear doors. Now you're looking at the curved wingtip device on the starboard side of the aircraft, which features the green navigation light that sits on the edge of this curved wingtip device. Alright, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft here on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo containing loading door, the registration ship number, as well as the modified version of the Evergreen Group logo, which is actually called the Globe logo, which is displayed on the tail fin of this aircraft. And then there's the strobe light next to the APU exhaust hole. Okay? Alright, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, allow me to let you check out one feature, which is the rolling gears. Let's check it out. Oh, perfect. It was pretty good. Excellent. Tilts. And then the nose gear swivels as well. You see there, there, and there. Okay. So with no further ado, allow me to show you the this aircraft from the aerial bird's eye view. Let's check it out. Now you're looking at this aircraft model from the aerial bird's eye view. We're going to start at the front, where you see the nose cone, the windshield wipers, the cockpit windows, the pilot escape hatch door. Then you slide over there, you see emergency escape hatch door number 1, along with the anti-collision beacon light right there. You see a high frequency antenna, the satellite communications antenna, emergency escape hatch door number 2, the ADF antennas in 3D, emergency escape hatch door number 3, and the high frequency antenna, as well as the tail. And then you see the vertical stabilizer, and that little dot on the vertical stabilizer, as well as on this right here. The sole purpose of this tail, this vertical, the illuminated light, is to light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. Okay, let's check out the wings. No wing walkway, but you got the no step warning information, the engines, as well as the flap, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. Then we slide over this way. No wing walkway. You got the no step warning information on this side as well. The engines, as well as the flap, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft as well. Now you're looking at the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft. Was mostly white, green, and orange. We're going to start at the front. You got the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, the open nose gear door, the nose gear. Then we slide up here, the anti-collision beacon light, the hole where the stand goes in at, high frequency antenna, and no APU housing door, but there's the horizontal stabilizers underneath. And then we come over here, the gear part. Gears tilt, perfect. And then you see the General Electric engines right there on this side, as well as there as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, registration ship number, fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft. Let's check out over here. Tilt there as well. Then you see the engines on this side here as well. The logo, the GE logo on this side, as well as the engine right there, as well as the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, what have you, fuel dump valve, as well as the curved wingtip device on this side of the aircraft as well. Okay, since I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model, as well as the undercarriage belly view of this aircraft model in full detail, now I'm going to put it on that nice little metal model stand you see there that I showed you earlier. So with no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Check it out. Alright, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no issue, and no hesitation whatsoever. As you see it being displayed in the takeoff landing position, with the model being displayed on the stand, being viewed from the port side of the aircraft. Now you're looking at the model from the front view angle, with the model on the stand in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the front side of the aircraft. Now you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position, being viewed from the starboard side of the aircraft, being displayed on the model stand. And finally, you're seeing this model being displayed in the takeoff landing position, with the model displayed on the stand, being viewed from the tail cam angle. Okay. Before I take this model to stand, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is the magnetic gears that actually came with the model. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them all, start with the front nose gear right here. They all magnetic. There. Okay, sorry about that. Ooh. All right, since I got them off, I'm gonna let you see them at a different angle while it's in flight mode position. Check it out. Okay, I got all the gears off there. Now you see it in flight mode position with the model displayed on the stand. Now you got one or two options how you want to display your model from this point on. If you want to continue to display it like that, that's fine. You remember these gear replacement doors inside this plastic bag with the two little toothpicks I showed you earlier on? That's the sole purpose of these gear replacement doors, is to substitute your gears while you display your model like this in flight mode position. Or you can do other option, which I kind of recommend because it adds more value to the model. Keep it in the gear down position with the gears on there. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model to stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review, alright? Alright everyone, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. The Eva Air Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner aircraft seats 304 passengers in a two-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, everyone, from rows 1 to 8, which will be from here to about right here. You have 26 Royal Lower class seats, that's like business class. And then rows 20 to 55, which will be from here all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have an additional 278 economy class seats, which brings a total of 304 seats. And finally, and in addition to Taipei Shaoshan as the first validated test flight destination, as well as Hong Kong as the official inaugural international flight destination for this particular aircraft, Eva Air currently utilizes this aircraft, or have previously utilized this aircraft, the Boeing 787-9 stretch Dreamliner, on routes from Taipei, Taiwan International Airport in Taipei, Taiwan, to worldwide destinations such as Chengdu, China, Manila, Philippines, Nagoya, Cebu, Japan, Osaka, Kansai, Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, Tokyo, Narita, Vancouver, Vienna, Austria, Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi, Hong Kong, and Macau. Alright, those were the routes. Well, everyone, this will conclude this model review. I'd like to know if you got this model or you plan on getting this model, if you can find it. The only outside chance of getting this model, if you can find it, is on eBay, and that's a fact, because most auto retailers are pretty much sold out of this model. So with that said, please take care. God bless. Stay tuned. There's more model content coming. Peace.